doing a voiceover of my Novice 5 test at Brook Farm, where I scored 71.5%. A little different to my usual YouTube videos. This is going to be short and sweet, just for those who want to watch it through before competing, just to help them learn the test. So here I scored a 7 for my entry at A and tracking left. Then you circle left 15 metres at S, which we scored 7.54. Apologies for the filming. I actually went to the show alone and I didn't realise my friend was surprising me, and she literally arrived just as I was going down the centre line, and she had her little boy with her. So as you can imagine, he was a little bit fidgety and she had to try and keep hold of him whilst filming. So with the transition from E to F, where you change the rein over L, transition to walk, and immediately preceding working trot and then pick up canter at F, we scored a 7 and another 7. So moving on to the 20 metre circle at V, Vossi actually scored a 7.5 for this. I was really trying to think about keeping the bounce in the canter, because that's something we tend to struggle with. We tend to sort of have a little bit of a not such a great bounce in the canter, so I just focused on trying to keep the canter nice and forward. VS, working canter. S, half circle right 15 metres, returning to the track at V. We scored a 7.5 this. Very blessed that Vossi naturally does this very balanced. Honestly, a year ago, Vossi would have done his classic show jumper thing, which was to change lead. K, transition to working trot. KAF, working trot. Here we scored a 7. And then FS, change the rein, showing some medium trot strides. We scored a 6.5 for this, and I can see why. There isn't really much difference, and we didn't show enough difference, basically. S, working trot. SCR, working trot. And we scored a 7.5 for this. Then round to R, doing your 15 metre circle. We scored a 7.5 this. My trainer and I have been working super hard to make sure that my circles are super circle shape, because usually I will only ride half my circle and the second half of the circle tends to just flop. Then BK, change the rein and over L, transition to walk over one horse's length and immediately proceed to working trot. We scored a 7 for this. K, transition to working canter. That transition was super. He did it dead on the letter. KAFP, working canter. We scored a 7 for this. P, circle left 20 metres. We scored a 7 for this as well. I was just focusing on keeping that canter really forward and bouncy. He lifted his head slightly there, which I was a bit concerned about, but I was just like, keep pushing him through, use my legs. PR, working canter. Just had a comment from the judge there that we could have had a little bit more suppleness. R, half circle 15 metres, returning back to the track at P. We scored a 7.5 for this. Again, apologies for the filming. So again, Vossi just felt really balanced. He was really listening to me. The canter rhythm was consistent. F, transition to working trot. FAK, working trot. Scored a 7 for that. KR, change the rein and show some medium trot strides. Now here is where I felt like Vossi showed those medium trot strides. But again, we only scored a 6.5. And the comment was lightness through shoulders. C, transition to medium walk. I thought that was a really nice downwards transition. CH, medium walk. We scored a 7. HIB, change the rein in a free walk on a long rein, and this is double marks. So we actually scored a 7 for this, giving us 14 overall. Just making sure Vossi's nose isn't tucked in, keeping the head straight and out. And then B, transition to medium walk and change the rein in medium walk, BLK. Again, just focusing on keeping that walk open. Sometimes he tends to get a bit tight through his shoulders, so I'm just using a bit of left leg, a bit of right leg, a bit of left leg, just to keep him forward and open and supple. And we scored a 7 for that. K, transition to working trot. I feel he was really accurate there. We scored another 7. A, turn down the centre line, halt immobility salute at X. Again, we scored another 7. The highest scoring test we've ever done. I was absolutely over the moon with him. Best believe I'm going to be framing my score sheets. So for my collective marks, I scored a 7.5 for my paces, a 7 for impulsion, a 7 for cooperation, and a 7.5 for rider's position and seat. I hope this video was helpful for you guys to watch. If you're going to be competing the Novice 5, best of luck.